Snow by Matthew Dickman. Let's put on our gloves and scarves and walk out under the birches into the white world. We can make snow angels with Rockefeller and most of Harvard Law. The white world I'm talking about. The Kennedy brothers and snowball fights, when all the roads leaving Hyannis are covered in black ice. And wouldn't my grandmother be happy if her dead president was alive and well and drinking hot chocolate? The milkish crunch beneath our boots, and the bright blue breath rising from our mouths like smokestacks. Each of us his own train, puffing up the cold hill, where Teddy lets go one giant frozen pumpkin that gathers like age, layer after layer of snow, on its descent into the street below, where cars are frozen shut and cannot be driven, or else they slip and slide and can kill somebody. Santa is somewhere in red leather, smoking a pipe that smells like cinnamon. He is Christmas white, the same way Jesus is, sleeping in a cradle somewhere in Palo Alto, below the twinkling lights of a Starbucks, where candy cane mochas are flying out the window like geese out of hell. It is fucking cold out here. The big flakes coming down through the bell tower and landing on the benches of a city park where no one is sleeping. Covered in snow, they look like polar bears at the zoo, too knocked up on heart medication to do anything else but lie around and eat. The park is quiet, like blankets are quiet. And I put my hand into Jackie's back pocket to get a lighter for my cigarette, but also for obvious reasons. How her snow pants fit around her ass, and how I didn't want to be alone that night, but was. 2. I wrote your name in the snow, but only got to the second R before I had to go back in and drink another beer. I was so close. And in the blue light the yard was making with the moon, your name looked like something carved by an ice skate, worn by a gold medalist, famous for his flirting, and connected in some circles to the Norwegian judge. I give you an 8 for putting up with me. I give you a 10 for sleeping in the igloo I built out of everything that had fallen that day. 3. I can't tell you how strangely romantic the Atlantic becomes when the sky is dumping snow into it. It's like seeing, for the first time, a naked body, even though you know her name. You have even played a part in making her naked, but now she is something altogether different, something altogether secret, like under the bed secrets when you were 5, and there were really monsters in the world. Snow and sand. You can make a snowman with a lobster claw pipe, a pebble nose, and 2 eyes made out of shells. White shells some creature used to live inside of. Pebbles ground down from the great rocks they used to be. A claw pulled apart by seagulls. The body still hard and matchbox red. I make one next to a row of overturned rowboats, covered in ice and white, like the top of Mount Hood, even in summer. That's the magic of mountains, besides the mist, and the fact that some of them will blow up. A blizzard of ash covering hundreds of miles. I wrap a scarf around my snowman and give him a name so we can be formally introduced. I light a small cigar and give it to him, but he lets it die. We talk about how high the winds are, until the hat I gave him flies off and goes tumbling down the snow-covered beach, me running after it because my sister made it for me. And there is something about winter and sibling rivalry I can't live without.